Well, I think going to the Literacy Academy is just a fantastic experience. And the first time I went, I was the only person from my district who went. And I got a lot out of it. I professionally felt that I had a lot of my needs met. But the second time I went with a team of other administrators and our instructional coaches. The positive that came from that is that we had a chance to have focused discussions about what was happening across all our elementary schools, and we all had some common initiatives that we could start. I also thought by having our administrative deans there that it enabled me to have my administrative dean and my instructional coach come with me when we did classroom visits. And the literacy classroom visits, seeing it from more than one set of eyes, was really helpful. And I also think having the chance to practice doing those literacy visits with your colleagues really gives you an appreciation for other perspectives.
I attended the Literacy Academy approximately 5 years ago. And part of the reason I attended the academy is I feel as an elementary principal to try as hard as we can to become literacy experts. And with that being said, I really wasn't positive what to look for as a leader. And so that's part of the reason that I went to the Literacy Academy. And ever since then, we have put into practice the literacy classroom visits that we do 2 to 3 times a year. We actually collect that data. I have a site literacy team now that we sit down and analyze that data and then decide what professional development we're going to need after we see the results. So for example, the first time we did our literacy visits, we noticed a lot of whole group. About 80% of our classroom teachers were in whole group. And so we learned from that we need to figure out how we're going to get into more of a small group setting and how we can support our staff to do that. So when I walk through the building on literacy, during literacy blocks, I actually see teachers working with small groups of children or independently working with kids, and they're conferring, they're actually collecting data, they're actually having good conversations, asking good questions. That has been a big change from 5 years ago to today.
In our district, what we've noticed when we've been using the literacy classroom visit tool, we have actually seen our classroom libraries look fantastic. Many more learning targets being posted. We've noticed that there's more small group instruction happening, and just in my building, just this past year, we've seen almost a 3% growth in our MCA literacy scores.
Well, going to Literacy Academy as a whole group of principals from our school district was really helpful because we were able to grow our understanding of what was happening in other schools inside of our district. And as we were focusing on alignment during a big literacy reset that our school district was working through, we were able to find ways to target professional development or possible professional development moving forward. That was very, very helpful for us.
At the beginning of last year, teachers were teaching whole groups, worksheets. We worked through the Literacy Academy, got our own training, used the tool, and then we were able to outline exactly where our building was. Mm-hmm. We nailed learning targets as the #1 beginning point for last year, mm-hmm. and then moved on to small group instruction as a focus. And through it all too, we came to learn that our classroom libraries just need spiffing up a lot.
Yeah.
So
before we went to the Literacy Academy training, we weren't seeing consistent use of learning targets in the classrooms. They were there. We identified after using the Literacy Classroom Visit tool that we needed more specificity by having the learning target to be referred to at the beginning of the lesson, referred to at the closing of the lesson. It really helped to tighten up what was happening as far as what were the students' experience going to be, what was their work, what was that going to look like when they were done, so they knew that they had done, as a student, done what they were supposed to do, and the teachers could then also provide an opportunity where the kids can get the feedback not just from the adult, but also from the evidence in front of them of the work that they accomplished. That was really helpful for our students. It also helped, we saw that it's changed how on task kids are during class. We have a lot more books in kids' hands. And I mean, we have kids that love to read. They don't just go to reading class. We have kids in our school that love to read. There's more books getting checked out from our school library. Teachers are checking more books out of our guided reading collection, and their books are really like flying off the shelves. And I feel like there's been a kind of revitalization of reading as one of the most important experiences kids can have inside of their school day.
Yeah, and it
It's been
actually
fun.
really changed our model too.
Mhm.
I think that, at the beginning of last year, we were at a flex group, leveled grouping type of a model for literacy. And this year we went to a flat homeroom model. The teachers are loving it, the kids are loving it, families are loving it. It just feels so much better.
Yeah.
It's like a happy place.
Yeah.